Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. I hope by the grace of Almighty Allah, all of you are fine. Dear student, I am Muhammad Shahjahan, Assistant Professor, Department of Accounting, Milestone College, Uttara, Dhaka. Dear student, today we will discuss on chapter 10 and chapter 10 is financial statement. Dear student, this is our 11th lecture on this chapter. Dear student, by this time we have discussed a lot on this chapter. Dear student, after this lecture you will able to find the amount of gross profit or loss. You can prepare income statement, you can prepare financial statement. That means total things of this chapter we will discuss this lecture. Dear student, this is CQ5. All of you please take your books so that you can easily understand this lecture. Dear student, you'll take your books and open CQ5 from your books. Dear student, this is the question from chapter 5. Look at the requirement. Determine the amount of closing cash from the above information. That means we have to find the amount of cash in hand from this information. Then dear student, we have to find the amount of gross profit. Then we have to prepare the net profit, that means income statement. Dear student, this is our requirement. Now come to the solution. Dear student, at first find the amount of closing cash in hand. Dear student, that means how much cash we have in our hand. Look at cash in hand, it is given 15,000. I think if there is any adjustment, look at here, goods sold by cash 15,000 was not recorded. That means you sold goods in cash but you did not record, you may forgot to record it. So I think it will be added with this cash money. Dear student, look at cash in hand 15,000 and add goods sold but cash unrecorded. That means we have to add it. So total 30,000 and another adjustment. Look at Taka 5,000 was paid for legal expenses of the business not yet recorded in the books. That means I have given 5,000 Taka as a legal expenses. This transaction also by mistake we did not record. So we have to record it. That means now earlier you sold goods, that means you receive money, now you paid some money, so your cash money will decrease. So you have now 15,000 in the math and unrecorded received 15,000, so total 30,000 in your cash. Now you paid 5,000, so your closing cash is 25,000. I hope you understand. Of course, if you have any confusion, you can ask me. You can ask me by WhatsApp, email, messenger. In any way you can talk to me, you can share with your share about your problem. Dear student, now requirement B, find the amount of gross profit. Dear student, in last class also I have discussed the formula of gross profit. If you can remember, the formula of gross profit is net sales minus cost of goods sold. Net sales minus cost of goods sold. Then you will find out the gross profit. That means at first you have to write the net sales, then you have to subtract cost of goods sold. That means selling expenditure for that goods. Then you will find the amount of gross profit. Dear student, look at the math, look at the question. Here we have sales 3,50,000. 3,50,000, this is not net sales. If there is any sales return, we have to subtract it. If there is any unrecorded sales, we have to add it. If there is any sales return, we have to subtract it. So look at sales is here, no other item. Goods sold by cash not recorded, that means this is unrecorded sales, so we have to add it. Look at sales, add unrecorded sales 15,000, 3,65,000, and any if there is any other unrecorded return inward, that means sales return. You have sold to others and now inward, that means you receive the goods maybe for inferior quality, for bad quality, the person who purchased his return it to you, so it is 2,000, so it also will be subtracted. Dear student, so now I think you will find out the net sales is 3,50,000, then unrecorded sale we have to add total 3,65,000, then less unrecorded return inward, that means sales return. So net amount of sales is 3,63,000. 3,63,000. I hope you understand net sales. Now we have to less cost of goods sold, basic formula, that means net sale minus cost of goods sold equals to gross profit. Now we have to find the cost of goods sold. We have to find out the amount of cost of goods sold. Dear student, if you can remember, the formula of cost of goods sold is opening stock plus purchase plus other direct expenditure minus closing stock. Then you will find the amount of cost of goods sold. You will find the amount of cost of goods sold. Then let's see the question. Dear student, at first you have to write opening stock. So opening stock is given 40,000. Then you need purchase. Purchase is given 1,90,000. Carriage expenses. This is the direct expenses. Dear student, the formula opening stock plus net purchase plus direct expenses. So carriage is direct expenses. Then dock charge. This is also a direct expenses. So no other direct expenses here. So look at the solution again. Dear student, stock of goods, then purchase, then carriage, then dock charge. Only this item we did not find in the math. Unrecorded outward, return outward. Dear student, look at the adjustment. If anything is not in the math, then of course it will be in the adjustment. Look at unrecorded return inward. This is sales return. Return outward, that means this is purchase return. Outward, that means we return these goods. So this will decrease our purchase. So look at the purchase. Stock of goods here. Purchase 1,90,000 minus return 1,000. So net purchase is 1,89,000. And two direct expenses here. 3,000 for carriage, 1,200 for dock charge. So dear student, stock, purchase, carriage, dock charge. What is the closing stock as per formula? Minus closing stock. Dear student, if you see the adjustment, there is no closing stock is given. That means all of the goods they have been sold. Dear student, so no subtraction of closing stock. So cost of goods sold is 2,33,200. This is our net sales. This is our cost of goods sold. You know the formula. Net sales minus cost of goods sold equals to gross profit. So gross profit is 1,29,000. I hope all of you understand. Dear student, now comprehensive income statement. Dear student, this is also an income statement, but here only we prepare up to gross profit. Now in requirement C, we have to prepare up to net profit. Dear student, what is the formula? Gross profit. At first we have to write the gross profit, total revenue, then we have to subtract operating cost, we will find the operating profit, we have to add other income, then we have to less subtract other expenses, then it is net profit, the total formula. Dear student, again I am telling you have to remember it. At first you have to write gross profit, then we have to subtract operating cost, then we have to add other income, then we have to subtract other expense, net profit. Dear student, so now at first write the gross profit, it is 1,34,800. Dear student, look at the question. They told that the amount of gross profit is 1,34,800. That means we have to calculate net profit by considering 1,34,800, not our one. This is our net profit, gross profit, but this one we cannot write because it is given in the question. If it is not given in the question, that time I can write my one, this one, as a gross profit. So at first I have written the cost profit, it is given in the question, then operating cost. Look at the operating cost, dear student. Stock, purchase, no. Office expense, this is operating expense. Then cash in hand is your asset. Account receivable asset. Provision for bad and doubtful debt, it will be subtracted in operating expense. Discount receipt, it is other income. Sunday loss, it is operating expense. Profit on sale of equipment, it is other income. Bank charge, operating expense. And postage and telegram, operating expense. Look at the math, dear student. Office expense we have written, bank charge, postage and telegram, unrecorded legal expenses, all are the operating expense. Now this one, bad debt, new provision, old provision. This is old provision, I have told you. Now where they got new provision, look at the adjustment. Write up 2,000 as bad debt, that means this is new bad debt, and 5% we have to make provision on debtors, that means from debtors we have to subtract this one, and then we have to calculate 5%, then it will be new provision. Look at the math. Bad debt, new provision, then old provision minus, then it will be operating expenses. Then other income, discount receive, I have told you, profit on sale of equipment, other income, then total other income, we have to add it. Then dear student, we have to subtract other expense, Sunday loss. Look at here, where you get Sunday loss, dear student. 5,000 legal expenses, unrecorded, bad debt, no. Sunday loss is here, yes, Sunday loss 2,500, it is other expenses. So that means this is our gross profit, this is operating expense, then operating profit, then we have to add other income, we have to